So then when UCB came along, how did you end up in UCB? How did that?
Yeah.
Because what's your official title? You're head of education, is that it?
Yeah.
Head of student?
My official title is Academic Supervisor.
Academic Supervisor, right.
In 2005, we finished shooting this movie in Chicago. We came back here.
Oh, you actually shot it in Chicago?
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Yeah. And I cast Joel Spence.
Sure.
In this movie, Alley Ball. We had done a play together in Santa Monica. And bless his heart, he knew I would be on the downside of making a movie and not knowing what to do.
Right.
He said, why don't you come take classes at UCB? They're opening up classes here. And I said, what's UCB? And then he pointed out, you remember that show on Comedy Central? I said, oh, yeah, all right, great. So we were in one of the first classes.
Oh, he hadn't taken classes yet either. Mm-mm. Oh, wow.
And Joel had never done improv before.
Oh, wow. And you hadn't done it for a while either.
That's right, yeah. I'd been doing a couple of short form shows around town occasionally that I'd put together.
Okay.
But not really.
Yeah.
Not really invested in it in
any
way.
There's not a big improv scene in D.C. either, probably.
No, I did I worked with a company out there called Gross National Product. So I was doing, and it was a little bit of short form, but it was mostly like political sketches.
Sure. Go back to your roots.
Terrible.
Go back to your childhood roots.
No. I had to do an impression of Newt Gingrich, and I'd never done impressions. And the director of the show, after the show, said, I'd give that performance an F.
Oh, harsh. There goes the moxie.
Which even at that time, I was like, that's stupid. Don't say, that's a dumb thing to say. I don't care.
There's no benefit from that at all.
So Joel and I were in a class that was on the Franklin stage before they found artworks and all that kind of stuff with Jamie Dimbo.
Okay.
And that was my first. I'd done some long form workshops, but that was my first real experience.
Foray, yeah.
With long form, and it was like immediately clicked with me.
Sure.
It really kind of, short form improv was always like a side thing for me.
Yeah.
And long form kind of like combined things that I wanted to do.
Right.
And then taking a class with Ian Roberts was just one aha moment after another of like, oh my God, this is a real craft.
Right, totally.
It's something I could really put my life into, and
yeah.
here we are 10 years later.
Yeah, so you basically just dove head in and took all the classes, conquered them, started teaching presumably.
Yeah. I think like just the ideas of it really opened things up for me. Like just the idea of long form improv and the way Ian and Matt and Amy just take it seriously as a real craft, as its own craft. That was a huge entry point for me. And then the next entry point was the great community that we're a part of.
Totally.
And that was something that was completely absent from LA for me up until that point.
Right.
And that suddenly it made LA like, oh, this is a great town.
Yeah.
I really dig it here.
Yeah. It gave you a home inside this giant city or whatever. That's fantastic.
And then I got put on a Herald team in May of 2006.
Nice.
I started teaching in 2007.
Nice. Just climbing the ranks.
And then got this.
How many auditions did it take for your Herald?
2.
Okay.
I was extremely lucky with the timing of this because I think the first audition, it seemed like there was like 50, maybe 75 people there.
Right.
And they made Last Day of School out of that audition.
Oh, wow.
And I tanked hard. And Jamie Dimbo was nice enough to email me and said, just keep going.
Right.
She said, that was really bad. Keep going. And I was going to keep going anyway, but it was really nice to hear.
Yeah.
So, and then the second audition was just like a couple months later. And that's part of
nice.
Really lucky about the timing of that because I see these students who get so close and then you have to wait a whole year to get on. So I recognize how lucky I am to have been in that spot.
Well, that's a common theme on here. Like I was just talking to Charlie Sanders last night, and he was talking about how when he auditioned for a Herald team, there was only 60 people, and he's like, I don't think I would get on now because there's just so many people.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I think there was 600 this year or whatever.
Yeah.
It's insane.
You have to be amazing
at
it to get on a Herald team.
Yeah.
It's not the way it used to be.
Yeah, it's crazy. So how did you become academic supervisor?
I just woke up one morning.
Yeah. And it just, you're like, I'm going to do this now.
I had a hat on. It said academic supervisor. I don't know. I just got offered the job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you were the first one to do it, right? Out here?
Joe Wingert was
he did it?
Was my predecessor.
Okay.
Yeah. And he really, the great academic program we have is totally due to Joe and to Will Hines.
Yeah.
Who really developed the curriculum and developed the program. And Joe studied education.
Yeah, he has a background. He was a teacher or whatever, right?
So he really is the mastermind behind how everything works so well.
Yeah.
So I'm just carrying on what he.
And you've done that 3 years now, 4 years?
Yeah, this is January of 2013.
That's fantastic.
Coming up on 3 years. Yeah.
Yeah, lovely.
Yeah, it's a great job.